Just waiting on the system. What's going on, everybody? Hey, Miko Worldwide live stream. Yo, I haven't been live in a while. What's going on, everybody? Hey, Miko Worldwide. So right now, I just want to introduce Zaya. He has his own YouTube channel, EaseTheCrave, and really, you know why I have Zaya on here is because he's been uh, the one of the few YouTubers to actually look at facts and be unbiased. So he's not pro Miko, he's not anti Miko. He's right in the middle, and he's like, "What are facts? Come with facts. Show me paperwork. Show me this." So we're just gonna talk about it. We're gonna get into a lot of different things, and I definitely see the chat. For anybody who's like making comments without any paperwork, you're definitely going to get blocked. So if you call me a, how do I don't want to say, I'm trying to stay monetized here.
Trying to stay monetized. Yeah. If you listen, if you throwing, you know the charge, bro. Listen, the people on the internet, y'all know what y'all doing. Y'all know what y'all trying to push. Y'all know the agenda y'all trying to push. I'm cool with you pushing that agenda, but you got to provide paperwork. If you're not going to provide paperwork, you're just going to get yourself blocked, bro. All right. Exactly. None of them crazy names start calling. No, go get the paperwork before you jump in the chat and you start labeling somebody something.
Facts. And these comments are going so fast. So I'm going to see real quick if there's a way just to put a little bit of a delay on there. Let me see. Because nobody can even read it. It's going so fast. Comments. Okay. Well, I guess I don't know. Usually I can, but it's all good. So Zaya, what's kind of been your take on what you've seen over the course of the last 5 days? And it's really interesting because, and shouts out to the 800 people in the chat. And Zaya, you've actually done your research, haven't you?
Yeah, I've tried to do as much possible research as I know willingly how. I have been assisted with obviously 1090 Jake. He does a different type of level of looking into stuff, so he's been able to find stuff. He's dropped, and he's the only one that I'll at least give him that credit. The whole entire time, the 5 days, I've simply said, well, is there paperwork for it? Do you have any paperwork for it? And it's as if when you ask somebody for paperwork, it immediately goes into them insulting you.
Right.
And it's just like, I don't understand how but you got to put 2 and 2 together. But you got to understand also that I don't, and I'm not talking about you, Miko, but people out there, I don't know you. I don't know if you're a good person. I don't know if you care about Miko. I don't know if you want to see this man go down for just out of pure jealousy. I don't know that. I'm just asking you, prove it to me. Show me that you got something, and then let's move on what you got. Everything that's been proven that there's paperwork for, I've gone in that direction and I've addressed it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a regular YouTuber. I'm no special than nobody else. I'm watching content. I'm a content consumer as well as a content creator. I watch it. I am familiar with you to an extent because at one point in time, I used to be anti-Miko. All right. But I was anti-Miko when there was no paperwork. You know what I'm saying? When the original arrest happened in like Colombia, remember I told you about the Colombia thing too. The fact that the paper just put that negative stuff in there, it helped to push that negative narrative. And I was one of the people that, just like anybody else, I was reading too and saying, damn, this shit fucked up. Oh, excuse my language. But once the paperwork finally came out, I was able to look at it. And again, it's not being pro or anti, it's just me putting myself in your shoes. Could that happen to anybody? Of course. I said, I've hooked up with plenty of people, females, and I've never asked nobody for an ID.
Right.
I got a female that lives here in the home, and I've asked her, hey, if I met you for the first time, could I ask you for an ID? And she said, heck no. I want to show you my ID. I don't know you. Then you can see my driver's license. You can see my address. I'm not going to give you that. So I'm just like, wow, it's kind of weird that, you kind of got jammed up with something that a lot of us don't really do. We're not really IDing people that we're messing around with. And sometimes that could come back to haunt you.
Yeah, that's very true. So it's been interesting in these let me tell you, these comments are moving fast. We already have 1,000 people in the chat. There's a few of you I see, y'all are really pushing it, like the no jump guy. We might want to. I'm just gonna go ahead and take you out, bro, because you're. We're gonna take.
Just give them what they want, man. They want it, man. You told them.
I actually just got his video removed, so he's upset now because I copyrighted his video, and I have a few more out there that YouTube is already investigating, and hopefully some channels. I'll get some of y'all's channels actually deleted, and that would bring me so much joy because all y'all are doing is spreading false lies.
Which is crazy because you're really just defending yourself, right? The other person doesn't realize, you're spreading a negative narrative about me. So now I have to take the steps to get you removed. But in taking the steps to get you removed, you're gonna get angry.
Right.
And now you're gonna want to go harder and harder, and you're gonna believe every lie that comes your way, not because it's bullet, but because you now have developed some sort of animosity towards me. Because I had to get you up out of here.
Right. Let me ask you. So, because you're one of the few people who've done the research objectively, and it's not all like pro Miko. Like I make mistakes like anybody. I just don't make the mistakes that a lot of the internet people are saying I make. And by the way, a lot of these guys are cowards because 100% of the experiences that I've had in person have been positive. It's never been, and trust me, most of the time, when somebody uses words like never or always, or it's not true. But in this case, and it could change and it probably will change. But as of right now, 100% of the time, I've always had a positive experience with people in person. So nobody's ever done anything or said anything. It's always been positive. So a lot of y'all, we don't want to draw too much attention to y'all. Y'all are just haters, and haters are from afar. People that are close to you, that are envious, that's more dangerous because people will try pretend to be your friend, and they're the ones that can hurt you the worst. They know the most about you. So it's interesting, man, when you've been doing your research and then you see guys profiles like let's just call him Michael Hines. I don't want to go by his other name.
Cool.
So when you see people like him versus when you're reading paperwork and you're reading and you're actually doing your research, what are the differences? What are some differences that you've seen? And this not just him, but for anybody, anybody online,
As far as the paperwork is black and white,
Mm-hmm.
That's proof that something happened and the steps that got taken for whatever justice to be served, let's say, right?
Right.
As far as Mr. Hines, like Mr. Hines' his introduction is him coming up on my site where I have the same rule as you. You cannot just throw those fake charges on anybody. Right. I'll be transparent. I have a similar situation like Miko, right? The situation is that at one point in time, people ran with a fake narrative of me, and I too had to defend myself, and I defended myself. Okay. So I understand that people can make stuff up. So I already got that experience. And that's why I say, show me something, show me some type of paperwork, give me something to go on. If you want me to be part of the fight, don't send me into the war blindfolded. You feel me?
Right.
Like, give me something so I know that, I got something to back up what I'm talking about,
Right.
He came into my live stream and he told me that I had to slow down, or because I'm not encouraging his side of the story, which is that you are a bad person and all this. And I said, well, I don't really have proof. Like, can you just give me some type of proof? And he swears he has all the proof in the world, but little by little, every single day, as I watch and I look to see what he's going to release, it's a lot of joking. It's a lot of clowning. It's a lot of manipulation of what you're putting out. You're not putting out just clear cut evidence. You're putting out a lot of, the joking part of it, So to me, that's not proof. So, I simply say, yo, bro, I can't have you up here just calling a man a name and you got no proof. And literally the man turns around, goes to his platform, and then is now accusing me of the same stuff. So it's just like, bro, you you might know Miko from experience, cool, but you definitely don't know me. So look at how quickly you were able to put those charges on me. And there's people over there that are acting like they believe you. So you've already got some people convinced that I'm guilty and you don't even know me. So I'm like, if you just did that to me like that, that means that there's something up with the Miko thing. And to me, he's got too much of a personal investment in this. You know, to him, it's a personal vendetta. To me, there's no personal vendetta with me and you. You know what I'm saying? You're a YouTuber. I'm a YouTuber. You know, I'm from a sector where, you know, if you mess up, it's kind of on me to talk about it. It also depends on the people that are in my community. You know, they are the ones that dictate sort of how the content flows. If you're bubbling and everybody talking about you, then mad people going to tag me and say, Jose, look, something's going on over here. Can we talk about this? Bang, I'm live. We talk about it, you know? So it's just been a matter of seeing the different people. And it's funny because it's not only him, you know, now there's other YouTubers that don't know me. And because I am not anti you, you know, they're now anti me, or now it's time to disrespect me. And the thing is that I'm going to keep operating regardless if you disrespect me. The words don't bother me, right? I've already been through this rodeo. I've already been dragged. I'm a seasoned veteran in this. You can't affect me with words, right? Because I could always say, well, okay, if I'm guilty of that, then you should have no problem showing paperwork on me. And the thing is that there's never going to be that instance. It's always going to be forever talking. And I find that similar in your situation. So what they're accusing you of, they're not showing no paperwork.
Right.
You know? So
but
with that being like, they continue that forever. But if you don't ever have paperwork, then you know it's like a dog chasing his tail. We're never gonna go nowhere.
Right. And what's crazy is what they're accusing me of. No court in no city, in no country, nowhere in the world.
No daddies are looking for you.
Nobody.
No families are hunting you down.
Where's the fathers? Where's the moms? Why aren't the moms? All these internet people, where are the parents? If I did something wrong to any child anywhere in the world, where is the parents? Where's the mom? Where's the dad? Because I can tell you what, if you did something to me when I was a child, my mom, my dad, they would have been all over it. They would have been any news article, news source. They would have been jumping on it. This person did this, you know, and they would have made sure they do the best they can to make sure it doesn't happen to anybody else.
Yeah.
So that's logical. That's what makes sense. But, you know, it's funny because it's not funny, but now looking back on it, because I have a little bit thicker skin. Man, I should have made bullet points. There's so much going on up here. But I have a little bit thicker skin than a lot of people, man, just because I've been dealing with this for the past few years. So, you know, now when I notice when people kind of like hop on this like bandwagon a little bit, if they get any type of like negative press, it's hard for them to kind of deal with it. And I'll give you one example, and that's like the recent. Hold on, real quick. I want to just
take your time. We got it.
Okay, to super chat to answer your questions. Okay, boom. Now, is there a ticker at the bottom of the screen? Y'all see it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Any question you guys have, there you go. $10 donation to the super chat. All right. That'll get your question answered.
That'll get us to shut up and answer your question.
Right. And I'm only taking a limited number of questions. We're gonna go to Zaya's platform called EaseTheCrave, and there he's gonna take as many questions as you guys want. So, all right. Yeah, man. So recently I did a video. It was with two Pyru guys, one from LA, one from Compton or Bompton, as they say, and they both live in Vegas now. And so, you know, it was crazy. I was like, I'm gonna fly out, you know, got myself Airbnb, paid for the flight, went out there and rented a car. You know, we all got together. And the reason I did that was because I had did a video with them previously. And they told me, you know, they said, okay, well, you can even do it. It went well. You can do a video with our, you know, big homie, our general in Bompton. And I did that. It went well. And so, you know, when all this kind of like hit mainstream, because it is mainstream, I'm looking at some YouTube videos on like real artists out there, and it's not getting as much press as this. Like, so this is pretty big. And so, you know, once this whole thing kind of cracked mainstream news, I was getting hit up a lot by them, and so I was like, all right, well, you know what? I know what I did. I know what I didn't do. So I'm comfortable coming back to the hood, and I'm gonna, put myself in the line of fire, if you will, and show the paperwork and show everything, and let's just go over everything. You may say, okay, what I thought, the worst, I could get killed. The best, maybe they're like, okay, well, you're not a pedo. We're gonna say that. We're not gonna say the American version. So, look, you're good, but you got your preferences. You go your way, we go our way, but you're good with us. So, and that's kind of how it went. But I would say that there was so much pressure on them after the interview that and I'm going to speak specifically on Chosen Brew. There was so much pressure, I think, on both of them, but especially Chosen Brew, and how he dealt with it. I think he kind of crumbled to the pressure a little bit, and so it's very difficult. I don't. It's not to say anything bad about him. I've never said anything bad about him, but it's just, man, it's so much pressure when you're dealing with all these like people in your inbox saying like all this terrible stuff, lies, truth, rumors, not rumors, and so they both made promises to me. They're like, look, we'll always have your back. We'll always, we'll never turn on you like the other people. And then, of course, I would say they kind of did, and not fully, but they were like, oh, we didn't know the video was going to be edited like that. Oh, well, we didn't. Man, I do. For those that know me and really watch my videos, I do the bare minimum editing. I'm not that great of an editor. The most editing I do is take the exciting clips of a video, put it at the beginning of the video, and then after that, you just see it flows. So the only thing I took out from their interview was the part where the gimbal died, so the camera kind of flopped. I took that out, and there was a time where we were like cutting up, kind of like laughing, and even though it's serious matter, there was times where we laughed and I took that out. Other than that, I didn't take anything out. It's a straight. I didn't have time to. Other videos were dropping. I fell asleep. I woke up. I was like, oh shit. So I came back. I just dropped the video. I think I spent like a few minutes taking those scenes out, and that was it. So, and then another thing was like these guys, I'm only going to speak of Chosen Brew. The other guy, he's kind of, I think, older and he's more mature, and he hasn't really said anything like too crazy, I think. But
Chosen is the original dude that was sitting with you, the lighter skin guy?
No, the other guy with the hair.
The other guy in the back.
Yeah, standing up. The guy standing up. And he man, he went online. He said he was debating with some other guys on another channel. And then so there was a fake Miko Worldwide profile that came online. And I've seen a few of them. And this fool, like, he was like, oh, I paid. And I have to watch my words because people will take cuts of what I'm saying. So the fake Miko Worldwide profile, pretending to be me, said that Miko paid this person, and I have to put the quotes because they're going to take what I say and chop it up, paid $5,000 to each person. And that's complete bullshit. But Chosen, in the mindset that he was in, like, snapped. I'm like, these guys, they're ready to like, what's the word everybody's using? They're ready to just like spaz out on because of trolls. So he really thought it was me. There's another video out there that was like, no, this was definitely Miko. I looked at the thumbnail, I looked at the picture, the profile picture, and Miko's profile picture, and it matched. But it doesn't mean shit. That doesn't mean anything. It wasn't me. These guys never asked me for
anything. You know what it is, and not to give nobody an excuse or not like that, but what you have is you have a mixture of street people and internet people, right?
Right.
And the thing is, what the street guys don't realize is that now you in our territory, right? When we in the streets, we in y'all territory, cool.
That's
and
so true.
Y'all know how to operate there, and you know what's right and you know what's wrong. But when you get up on the internet, now you in a different world, right? And the internet is different. Imagine everyone is a gangster on the internet. They can call you all types of names and say this. And I started realizing, even when they wasn't agreeing, they was considered the P word. And it was just like, and that could be a lot of pressure because you can't do nothing to these trolls. Like, you don't know who they are. right? So here's a lesson for all those guys out there, all those gangsters or anybody of street that is trying to do that business with you for the hood vlog. Here's a simple gem from Zaya. Miko is verified, meaning that when he pops in the chat, he has a check next to his name.
Exactly.
That's it. Simple. That fixes everything. So now, if you know you from the street and you know you're not internet savvy and you see Miko in there, yo, Miko talking reckless. Does it have a check next to it? Now, don't get me wrong. That's not everybody. Not everybody verified. He is verified, though. So if you see the check next to his name, then proceed as if it's the real Miko. But if you don't even see a check there, bro, don't even entertain it. It's not him.
That's true, man. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it was so sad, bro. I was just like, and then you had like another YouTuber like that was like verifying it, like, nah, it was definitely him. It was definitely him. It's like, man, you guys, bro, this is how all the lies start, man. This is how all of it, because and then from that one chat with the fake Miko Worldwide profile, then you have this YouTuber and that YouTuber and that and they're all like, oh, it was him. Oh, 5K. He paid him 5K. He's saying, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and then it's all bullshit. So to set the record, and this is how one lie spreads quicker than the truth. So to set the record straight, they never asked for money. I never paid them any bribe money, anything like that. That's absolutely ridiculous.
It was simply you showing them respect because you did a video with them and you know that there's words out there. So you decided to just give them that respect and say, hey, listen, I'll come back. I'll even bring you my paperwork and we could get on camera and you can see my paperwork.
Right. Exactly. So, you know, and that's what it is, man. But there's so much stuff out there that trying to see here. Yeah, so, you know, and another point I just want to keep mentioning is that you're unbiased, man. Like, and that takes a, you know, I don't know what makes you different and why you're different, but a lot of these YouTubers, they not only they try to be unbiased, but then they end up still finding out rumors without any proof and still rolling with it. Just like the guy, whoever's channel that is, that was like, oh no, Miko Worldwide, look in the chat, it was him. No, look, he paid them 5K. Look, it was him. You know, and then he was like, I know it was him because later on he said, y'all are slandering my name. So somehow that made it me. so it's like somehow you're able to really take a problem, dissect it, figure out what's truth, what's false. You'll even go back years because I watch you, so I know you've went back to videos from like years ago, and you've really.
I'll be honest, I'm still watching, bro. Like I'm a note taker. Like I'm literally at least once a day I watch something old that you have put out. You know, while being over there and while dealing with a lot of these individuals that are now turning their backs on you. So like I'm sitting taking notes. So just know if you was in the video and you was, you know, saying something, I'm listening, I'm taking notes. Because as soon as you jump out the window and say something different, I'm going to give the timestamp. I'm going to say, look, this is the link. This is the timestamp. And why didn't you have that type of interaction then? Why does your interaction now sound different from what it was back then? Which, again, that's what I've done with, you know, our little friend, Mr. Hines and stuff. Because, boy, he's a giggly one, but he definitely looked like he was having a great time, you know, back then. He didn't look like he was, you know, like under pressure. And no, he looked like he was having a good time. You know, and, you know, obviously you guys separated for whatever reason. You know, it didn't work out. Cool. And, you know, he's sort of looking like the scorned one of the two. Yeah. Now, again, I like to try to provide something to let people know why my mental is where it's at, right? And in your particular situation, I believe that you was right around maybe 3,000-4,000 subs. You know, I don't know if he might have had a YouTube to watch. He wasn't probably uploading videos, but there were a few times where you said, hey, you know, when you become the mayor of Sosua, what you gonna do? Bang. So that leads me to believe he didn't have that name before he was messing with you. They wasn't calling him the mayor. Because if you would have said, hey, when you become the mayor of Sosua, what you gonna do? He should have said, I'm already the mayor of Sosua. That's right over here. But no, nobody was calling you that. Everybody that dapped you up, nobody said that you was the mayor of anything.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. You really you're able to really see through the bullshit. So, and I'm not saying you're pro Miko. I'm not a perfect person. I keep saying that just so people know. But you're able to see damn, all these people are really ganging up on Miko over something that this one guy, he's really been he'll jump in people's DMs even when I was
listen, I got one of those. I got one on my side. I got someone just like that's on my side.
Wow.
So I know it you know what? And maybe, people that have said that there is a biasness, then cool. What I did was I analyzed my situation and your situation. I said, okay, could I possibly be biased in something? Right. And the only biasness I'm in is that they at one time they dragged me and now they dragging you. So I'm like, okay, they dragging him. Let me see what proof they got. Oh, wow, look at that. They don't got no proof like when they was dragging me. All right, cool. And that's where my fight is. So again, I'm not anti you. I'm not pro you. I'm neutral down the middle. You know what I mean? I respect the platform. You've done your thing. You know what I mean? A lot of people do YouTube and a lot of people don't even make it to where you at. I'm including one of them. I'm one of those. So I respect the people that have been able to take it, generate something from it, put themselves in a position where they don't have to work for nobody. They could work for themselves. They could enjoy life. They could travel. Believe you me, I wish everyone could be an entrepreneur. You don't know what you're missing. Right. But unfortunately, in the world, there's entrepreneurs and there's people that got to be the workers, So not everybody could do it, but you've been able to do it. So I respect the platform, you as a content creator. Your personal life is your personal life, bro. That's your own. I got my own personal stuff that I'm into. So it's bro, everybody is their own. So now why are we trying to act like all of us are some high and mighty that we don't do? No, bro. Everybody here got issues. Everybody got their own problems. Everybody got their own stresses. Everybody got their own kinks. Everybody got their own stuff. The problem is that you're the guy on the stage. So it's everybody's in the audience and you're going to have people that are cheering and you're going to have people that are boo.
So let me ask you this. Why is it that, okay, I can't call him a slander name because then people will hate me. So I'm going to.
It's crazy, right? They could call you all the slander names in the book, but then when you do it, they're like, oh my God, look why he got to be that way.
Right. It's crazy. And that's actually what I'm about to get into. Why is it that this one fool, we're just going to call him Mac. Why is it that Mac can ban me from New York, which I'm not banned. I'll be going back very soon. It's just it's a scheduling thing. It's not, it's really a scheduling thing. I could pop up tomorrow if I wanted to, but it's just, I want to actually do a really good video. There's some guys that have a good music video coming out, blah, blah, blah. So I want to be there for that. But why is it he can ban me from New York, but nobody gets on him? You can't ban somebody from New York. But then as soon as I make and it was really supposed to be kind of like funny comedy, but because I'm a little bit more intelligent, you can't ban somebody from a city. So I'm like, I make a video, you're banned from Atlanta, and everybody jumps on my tail about it. But he gets away with it. Why is that? Why is that?
I think it's more so because, like you say, you're not necessarily a gangster. You are a videographer, right? That's your job. Your whole thing is to, bring the clout. You got the clout, right? So I got the clout. You want me to come film your joint? Bang. I'm going to bring my camera and I'm going to introduce my clout to you. And then whatever you could take from it, so be it. So when they look at you, they say, well, you can't ban nobody. You're just a YouTube guy, right? Now, China Mac could get away with it because he's from the street or has some sort of affiliation with, I don't know. I don't want to put that on him, right? But the reality is that China Mac can't ban nobody either. And I just say that respectfully. I'm how would you say it? I don't play with that. Like, we got to be logical. Now, China Mac, you could tell me, yo, if you come to New York, I'm going to make it hard for you. That's something different because that's what you're going to attempt to do. But you can't ban me. You know why? Because not even you own New York. You don't own New York. You don't own the airport. You don't even own the block that you on that you saying this is our block. It's not your block. It belongs to the New York, right? So nobody really could ban nobody. I've heard that so many times. I'm going to ban you. You can't come over here. You can't come over there. And a lot of times, 99% of the time, it's fluff. It's people on the internet that You know, they just want to feel like they're a part of something. This is for a lot of these guys in the internet, bro. This is the most important part of their day. You know, being up on the internet, you know, either going back and forth with someone or providing their voice, providing their opinion. And the reason I know that is because I fall in that group with y'all. This is one of the more important parts of my day.
Mine as well, though.
Yeah.
Really, I was going to say that.
Yeah, in a way,
That's
this is
how
what
I made my living.
yeah, we doing it as content creators. They're doing it as an audience. But without an audience, who are you? And without you, who's the audience, right? So it's sort of like a thing where we kind of need each other in a way. So, but that whole banning thing, I'm a grown man, bro. I'm not going to play with that. I'm not going to tell people you're banned from Florida, you're banned from Orlando, because the reality is when you come to Orlando, bro, I'm not even going to bother. You know, I'm not going to lose my life. Like, you know, it's one thing when you don't have nothing going for you in your life, so you could easily put yourself in that position to just say, I'm gonna be a crash dummy, I'm gonna go do something to this person. But I actually have a life. There's people that depend on me. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm enjoying life. Like, why would I want to, you know, mess my life up to go defend some sort of credibility in the street when I'm not even an individual in the street?
Right. So I want to touch on one thing. So because some people are talking about the case, and one thing I want to make certain to everybody and clear to everybody is that YouTube is business for me. My YouTube life is business. My personal life, I have personal family and a few friends. I'm not one of those guys that have like 1,000 friends. I don't even want that because people will change.
Have you always been like that, or have these experiences caused you to be that way?
I've been like that, but my experiences have caused me more to appreciate that that's how I am. So I want to say that when I'm doing my videos, I keep it professional and it's about them. My channel is not even about me. My channel is about the rappers, the artists, the guys in the hood. And that's what this channel, the Miko Worldwide channel, is about. So when you guys are sitting here asking me questions about my personal life, I don't owe any of you any type of an explanation at all about what happens in my personal life. So it's either you want me in your hood and you're going to pay for me to be in your hood, and I'll make video for you. I'll make sure that you get hundreds of thousands of views. I'll make sure you go viral, all that good stuff. And that's the purpose of it. Now, what happens in my personal life has nothing to do with business. So if you don't want me in your hood because of something you heard in my personal life, that's perfectly fine. I'm okay with that. Trust me, it's fine. It's not a big deal. So now I do see a lot of I see a lot of questions in the chat. We're not going to answer those questions like why did Miko, why was he on the run for 2 years? Like, each question, you can give a $10 donation to the chat, super chat, and I'll answer your question. Period. That's it. And it's going to be the same way on.
It's fair considering a lot of these questions that people are asking are just rhetorical questions. It's just the same questions over and over and over again. So at this point, like, if you want him to repeat himself, then I think it should be to his benefit that he gets paid something to sit here.
Facts. That's true. So,
or y'all could just listen to us conversate. You know, the conversation is free. Like, if you want to interrupt and have a question, then yeah, you gotta pay to do that, man.
Exactly. But you know, it's one of these things, man, where like I recently made a post, and I want to see if it's still on my YouTube right here. Or still on my Instagram. Hopefully y'all can hear it. I'm just gonna play it real quick. All right.
So pay attention. Say Cheese TV. Hopefully y'all can hear it. He doesn't play it real quick.
Uh-oh. Why is this playing in the background? All right. So this is a post from Say Cheese TV. Listen to this.
All right, so pay attention. Say Cheese TV. They wrote some gossip bullshit that has no factual basis, and you guys have to pay attention to this type of stuff. It says a rapper is helping the APD take down everybody because he doesn't like how Atlanta is turning out, right? And then look at the comments. Boom, it's a slander T.I. party. T.I. This sounds like it could be T.I., right? T.I., has anybody heard from T.I.? Oh, come on, Killer. I know it's you. Look, rat symbols, all type of shit. Y'all just slandering people's name left and right. Oh, it's Soldier Boy. I know it. Y'all just know so much. Look at all these random ass people who wish they were in these people's shoes, but they're perfectly okay just in their names. Like, y'all have to see through the bullshit. Look where it says trending on Twitter right now via gossip of the city T. So it's some bullshit. He got his 19,000 likes, probably 100,000 views, and he moves on to all these other posts.
So that's what I'm saying is like, you guys see people like the gossip is out there, but nobody cares, man. You know, and I don't, T.I. probably has even thicker skin than me, you know, so he's probably seeing it as much as T.I. has done for the city of Atlanta. And you guys are out there slandering his name, saying he's working with the police to like shut down the gangs or shut down the city. It's just like, man, it's just crazy to me. Like, but now I'm in the position where I've gotten a little bit of fame. I'm not gonna lie, man. It's like I would never say that I'm famous, but everybody keeps telling me, dude, you're famous, bro. And so I guess I'll take it. And now I get a little taste of what they actually go through, because I bet you in all their situations, probably literally all their situations, the truth versus the freaking what the internet says is probably so far apart. And it's just like, man, you know, either you're gonna believe it or you're not, you know. So it I don't know. What do you think, Zay?
I think that it's important to realize that the internet allows everybody to have a voice, right?
Yeah.
But there's certain levels to that voice. Some of us, me, you, and some of these other content creators, we are able to express ourselves and show face, right? So no matter who the content creator is, whether I get along with them or not, the mere fact that you can show face, I got a level of respect for you, because that tells me that you standing on what you're saying. Now, there is the other like 99% of people that are just a troll account. You got no picture. Most of the times, whatever picture you got up there is some picture you found on the internet. There's no way to track you down. And now you can give your opinion, and with enough people, you know, now your voice turns into something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It sucks that this is the world we live in, that, you know, people just slander people, and, you know, they can log off. Maybe, I don't know if maybe they take it serious. Maybe people don't take it serious. You know, I've heard it. Listen, I've heard that about my platform, right? One individual, Solution, he once told me, like, yo, sometimes I have a hard day at work and I come home and I troll through your joint just to dump my stuff on somebody else.
Yeah, that's so true.
And
yeah.
when I thought about it, I was like, damn, that's kind of messed up. But then I was like, well, in a way, you know, you can do that. The internet, at least my platform is built off a lot of trolling. So yeah, in a way, I've given you a platform to troll. And yeah, if you're gonna get your trolling off by doing it to somebody else, I get it. But that person doesn't have nothing personal against nobody. When they turn off the computer, they're not thinking about anybody. So it's just like, maybe people are thinking that. Maybe people don't think it's that serious. Maybe people think, oh, well, I could just call him this and that and the third. And oh, when I get off the computer, it doesn't matter. But people forget that, you know, you're talking about another individual,
Right.
in a bad light. You don't have nothing to prove, right? And you're going to get that one nut out there that don't got nothing to live for. That's going to be like, well, I got to take matters into my own hands.
Right.
You know, it's just a weird world we're in. But it's the internet world. That's what it is. You know, so it is what it you know, you gotta, like you said, you gotta have tough skin to be up here, especially be the person on the camera. Your level of tough skin gotta be above everybody else.
Yeah. Like it's for these guys like that I interviewed with, like gangsters and stuff, man, they like in the street, they could probably they can do stuff that, like, you know, they got tough skin in the street. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, it's probably nothing for, you know, well, damn, I can't even talk like that. But it's, you know, they could probably do some really heinous shit stuff in the streets where I would be like, damn, you know. But when it comes to this internet game, I don't know, man. A lot of stuff, paperwork, all type of stuff has come out the last 5 days, and for me to sit here with a smile on my face, the channel's still living. I'm still like, yeah, man. I'm still, you know, working to get the next hit vlog. I don't know, man.
And the person that don't like you, when you smile, it just makes them want to go harder, because they're like, nah, he having a good time over there. I want to ruin his day. I want to figure out a way to ruin his day, and they'll go whatever lengths to try to ruin your day.
And I want people to hold on. I know y'all are looking at my t-shirt. I'm sorry. Hold on. I want to make sure people know because your screen looks so clear and mine looks a little blurry. I don't know what it is, but
you probably are you on a direct connection or you on Wi-Fi?
Wi-Fi.
Right there.
That's it. Yeah,
Oh,
probably.
that's it.
So like, wait, what was I just saying? Oh wait, we have a. Let me see.
There you go. There you
We have
go.
a couple
Got a
donations real
question?
quick, or a couple questions. Somebody was like,
Yeah, please don't run on questions. It's per question,
right,
right?
and people are like, Miko, you don't need the money. You goddamn right, I don't need the money.
You don't need the money, bro.
But it's not about the money. It's not about the money. For me, it's more so if you want your question asked that I promise you I've already answered it.
Yeah.
I promise you I've already answered it. Somewhere, somehow in history, I've answered it. And so for me to repeat myself, then go ahead and pay. I'll answer it. So let's see. But I'm not going to take too many. That's the thing. I'll probably take like between 5 and 10. After that, we're going to go to Zaya's platform and y'all can go crazy with the questions, man. All right. So Sigma Fiend 1914 asked, when you having a YouTube session with Street TV and the facts he has on you, he ain't slandering. Yeah, so here's the thing about that guy. So there was a time where he made his first video about me. I reached out to him via email. I said, hey, bro, here, let me give you my take on this. Let's talk about it. I sent him my number in a lengthy email, and he didn't answer. Like he didn't respond right away. As far as him actually calling me, he didn't until it was convenient for him. So several weeks later, he finally called me, and it wasn't just on a Miko and Street TV thing. No, it was our Alonzo thing. It was just on I'm live right now. Let's try to call Miko on live. So so he's trying to just, of course, capitalize on it like anybody else. He's not an authentic person, you know. It's just, and another thing is, I really paid attention to the way he was wording certain things. So he does have some experience with the law. He's really good at wording things a certain way, and so he'll word things. And pay attention, please. This is really important. He'll word things a way where it'll make you, as the average person, believe a certain way, but it's not really what he's saying. So, in one example of that was, and I'm not as good as he is at that, but one example was where he was like, Miko is working with, or Miko is facilitating police to take down gangs, something to that effect. But he didn't directly say that Miko is working with the police. He didn't directly say, like,
say you're cooperating with police.
Exactly. He didn't say that.
And maybe you're helping to facilitate
right.
via your camera.
Exactly. And the big difference is, bro, I can't control who's watching my freaking channel. So in his eyes, he's like, okay, well, there's this being shown, that's being shown, and police are watching. So you're indirectly helping them to eliminate these gangs or whatever. So that's fine. If you have that perspective, have that perspective. But he worded it in a specific way to make people think that I'm actually like, yeah, okay, where I'm going to pull up now. Yeah,
like, what the fuck? I got the footage. I'm on the way.
Bro, I've never in my life, like, it's comical to me. I'll go to any hood. I know I could get my head, like, but I'll go to any hood because I stand on truth. And there's never one time in my entire life have I ever been to a police station, have I ever called the police, any type of electronic communication, nothing where I was like, hey, I have these guys. I want to help shut down crime. Like, no, bro, like, you couldn't pay me enough. You know how well my channel does, bro? I don't care about communicating, helping police at all. Like, it's way far off the radar. Like, it's not even on the radar whatsoever. So for him to word it a certain way, specifically to try to take down and hurt my channel, I think it's disgusting, especially since he's an older guy and he used to do hood vlogs, according to him. I just think it's disgusting, man. And yeah, that's all I really have to say about him. So if he wants an interview with me, he's gonna pay me, and it's gonna be a pretty substantial amount of money. So otherwise, he can just keep talking about me.
Let me ask you though. You personally, when you go to the hood and you do these vlogs, and you're looking at these young men, do they look dumb? Do they look like they don't have any sense of anything? Do they look like they lack common sense? And let me
that's a funny
let me give you a little more. Let me give you a little more because there's a reason why I'm saying this, right?
Okay.
And the reason
I'm gonna say no, but just go ahead. I'm listening.
The reason that I'm bringing this up is because, again, I'm not pro or anti anybody. I'm more about the conversation and the points.
Right.
Street TV, he did bring up that he took it upon himself to make sure that he's not showing certain things in the videos and all that stuff, right?
Right.
In your videos, there have been some guys that have shown some stuff. And I was even critical about it, saying, yo, why are these guys showing stuff?
Right.
At the end of the day, bro, it's not your responsibility, nor is it Street TV's responsibility. It's not your responsibility to be editing stuff out or nothing like that. It's the responsibility of the crew, right? If you know you got a guy on the run, then guess what? Maybe it's not best to have him around while Miko Worldwide is in the neighborhood, all right? If you got a gun that's part of some sort of crime, it's probably not good to be all up in the camera where you could possibly see a serial number. Now, where I'm anti you in this situation is that you try to give these guys like almost like you almost tell them like, don't worry, like my stuff has never been used to prosecute nobody, right? But the reality is that's on the individual that's being recorded.
Right.
That's not you, because it's YouTube. Like, Miko, you can't stop police from watching your videos.
Absolutely.
Right? You can't stop anybody from watching your videos. And quite frankly, at some point, yeah, they possibly could use your video. But when they do that, it's not going to be your fault. It's the fault of the individual in the camera, in the lens of the camera. What I say is, instead of being there promoting, like, I feel like it's the same thing over and over again. We're promoting drugs, we're promoting guns, we're promoting violence, we're promoting this. If that's said over there, if that's over there, we the lobbyists over here. And it's just like, all right, cool, but introduce some of them guys back there. Do any of them guys have any sort of skill besides selling drugs or holding a gun? Is there is there anybody back there that can draw? Is there anybody back there that knows how to edit? Because you'd be surprised. Promote that on Instagram. Promote that you could do commissioned work, and you probably be better off. But if you're just gonna get on camera and you're gonna show a weapon and talk about you doing this, that, and the third, all right, cool. Miko could go back to the computer and edit all that out. But then, are you gonna be mad at him? Or are you gonna be like, yo, why you didn't keep that in there, man? I was keeping it real.
Facts.
So it's just like, it puts you in a tight spot, because it's like, what do you edit? You're trying to give the real. You're trying to let them be representative of what they're actually showing, but then it's like you still gotta baby them and walk holding their hand. And all right, let me take out
Richard, I see your question too.
So that's the only issue I have with that, and that's why with Street TV, I was like, bro, like, these guys are not idiots that are on camera, bro. They have some sort of common sense. Now, are they hyped to be on camera? Probably.
Right.
If you hear you're gonna be in front of 500,000, 1 million, you probably gonna be a little extra in your diddy bop and a little extra in your talking, and you're gonna be a little extra. But just remember, that's gonna be on you if something comes back, and not on you, Miko, but the person that's in the camera.
Right. Facts.
Yeah.
And so I kind of just my take on it real quick, because Richard, I see your question. It's kind of funny. I could answer it, or I could give you a diplomatic answer. So stay tuned. Now, I just allow people to get on camera and do pretty much like I allow them to. It's not I'm just a videographer. Like, it's not my job to I don't want to dictate what you want to show. And I'll tell you why. Because as the videographer, I'm just the guy you're hiring to get you views, to put together a video for you. So it's not, you're all adults. Like, it's very rare that I just have like that. It was like a 10-year, 15, 20-year-old, 15-year-old that called me out. Miko, here's $1,000. Come out. We're going to show our hood, man. No, it's always like adults. It's adults, with brains that pay me to come out there and record. So it's your responsibility. At the same time, I've done a bulk of my videos in the South, and in the South, like guns aren't an issue. You know, so but you know, I can have my opinion all day long. Opinions don't matter. It's what you want to show. You know, as long as YouTube doesn't block it, then you know, sure, I'll let you show it. But I do my best to so that people don't self-incriminate, because there's been several vlogs, especially recently, where I tell people like, okay, guys, you know, welcome back to another hood vlog. We don't work with any type of law enforcement agency whatsoever, and you guys make sure y'all don't self-incriminate. And then boom, that's how we started. And sometimes also I'll put disclaimers, like if the guns are prop guns and things like that, I'll put the disclaimer down. So let me get with Richard's question. He said, Miko, are you a booty bandit or not? So what is that? What's a booty bandit? Let me look up the word bandit real quick. Bandit. Let me see.
You got to get technical.
B-A-N-D. Let me see. A bandit is a robber, or okay. So where I'm gonna say no. Boom. I'm not, because the first word in bandit, you didn't ask me if I like butt. Now you said, "Are you a booty bandit?" And the answer was absolutely not.
You're not out here stealing booties.
Yeah, I'm not out here taking anything. That's, you know, I don't agree with that. And those were, you know, that's wrong. So, boom. Let me see. And then I believe there was another. Somebody says, "Motherfucker, trying to play stupid." I believe there was another question on there, but it was only a $5 donation, so I'm not even gonna entertain it. Somebody said, "Miko, that girl was under." The girl wasn't. She wasn't. Like, they verified that. People actually went to her and verified that, and that's in a video. And they verified her age because you know, people were trying to tear me down at that point too. So they went to her, because people don't really go nowhere. Like, a lot of people be in the same place. So they went, they found her, verified her age. She was like 19 or something like that. And you know, and then people moved on from that situation. But of course, now here, years later, people are bringing it back up. So, you know, yeah. And
if I could ask you, so when you, because it's obviously public information, we know, you know, when everything kind of popped off, you made the decision to leave the country.
I think that's a good question, but I think we should answer it on. Should we? I think that should be a paid.
Well, that's not even a question, so don't even answer that.
Oh,
right?
Okay.
We can say that one, but
because I've answered that one so many times.
So when you was, and this is, if people want to donate, cool. I'm not asking questions that people sent me or anybody that's in the chat. I'm not even looking at y'all. I'm gonna take the opportunity. If nobody is donating, I'm gonna ask some of the things that I'm kind of interested in, right? I'm more so interested in the YouTube aspect of it. You know, did you have the YouTube already established when you left, before you left? Like, you might have had a YouTube, but did you already have plans for the YouTube, or were you kind of like up in the air, and then when you went out there is when you said, oh snap, I could do the traveling thing?
Right. Good question. So it was something when everything took place, I was 27, and I started traveling. My first time like out the country, other than being a kid, was like on my own or with friends, not family, was when I was 21, 22. So I had been traveling for some time. Of course, the normal thing is you work, you save money, and then you go and take a vacation. That's kind of how life is set up for everybody who's not at the next level, right? And so, and that's what I was doing for many years. So I would travel. I went to Paris. I went to, you know, Germany. I went to, you know, several places. I went to Cuba, and this was all on my own dime, my own money. I really enjoyed traveling, you know. So my oldest brother, he was like, man, bro, you should start a YouTube channel, like a travel YouTube channel or something. And so I just sat on the idea. I didn't do anything with it. And then when this whole situation happened, you know, I was sitting in Germany. That's another, you know, people are like, he ran to the DR. Nah, he's lying. You know, that they're lying, man. So I was in Germany, learning some, you know, taking some classes and, you know, hanging out and doing different stuff. It's actually really interesting. At one point on the block, I saw there was like a a Suburban, a GMC Suburban, and I was like, oh shit, and fucking Germany. And then another time, I saw, you know how you can buy old sheriff vehicles, like old like sheriff deputy vehicle. There was one like
old sheriff vehicle coming down the block, like
it was like Bibb County, like in Georgia, somewhere in Georgia. There's a Bibb County. I was like, what's going on?
yeah.
So you know, long story short, it was at that time I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just like take some time out to travel, and why not just start recording? So I started recording, and so it didn't happen until actually, you know, I really, you know, I was just literally like take the phone, start, record, stop, upload. So those are a lot of my beginning videos, and they started out in like the very first ones were in Germany. Then it started in the southeastern Asian countries, Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, and then from there I went to like a few other places. I think it was like some Eastern European places. Then I went back to Germany. Then it was so dark and cold, and Germany is like not the greatest place in the winter. So I took my first trip to DR. Literally, it was to get away from it was for two reasons. I was making content about it, but it was also to get away from like the weather out there and stuff. So, and it just went up from there, man. You know,
that's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Yeah.
I think you got a question.
Thanks. Yeah. Look, man, I don't really need the money.
It's funny too because it's just like, bro, like, did you not read the paperwork? Like,
right,
it's all in the paperwork, you know.
Yeah, all this stuff is clear as day, man. But the thing is, you asked two questions. You asked two questions, so I'm only gonna answer one of them.
You gotta, pick whichever one it is that you think is best.
He said, "Did you?" I don't want to say this word.
We know
but
it.
Did y'all see it? And it's right there. Did you Sodom someone? And the answer is no. It was a situation where it was he said, she said, or he said, or whatever. You know, the saying goes is he said, she said. And then later on, the person recanted. The person like said, no, okay, I told them to, you know, and the paperwork's out there. So long story short, I'm just going to answer your question. I'm going to say no. And you'll see that if you really, there's several defenses that my attorney had to point that showed that was the case, you know. So everything was consensual. There's no, you know, I would never do anything like that's not consensual, or never try to intentionally hurt anybody. You know, some people are, you know, mentioning certain things like, oh, something about like blood or something like that. Well, I mean, sometimes that's normal when you engage in certain activities, you know. So, and in terms of like throwing sheets away or this and that, dude, I worked a 9 to 5, had been gone. All right. I had went home, went to sleep. I was going ready to go to work the next day. So if anybody like threw away sheets or this, and I'm sure, you know, even if there's a little something, like even after I like, you know, when it comes to like vajayjay, anything, like when I'm done, yeah, I'll typically like change the sheets, but I won't throw them away or anything. So that whole part, I wasn't there for that. You guys really like need to try to reach out to the other person, because there's a lot of stuff that was like on that person's side. And you know, I just like got off work, went to have some fun, and, you know, experiment a little bit, and took my ass home and went to sleep, man. Like it wasn't even a big deal. You know, nobody had any type of malicious intent, and thank God later on, you know, things got sorted out and cleared out. But you know, and to piggyback off that, I want everybody to know that we're talking about adults here, are people over the age of consent. So any type of rumor or anything you've heard that there was like any type of like minor 10-year-old, anything like that, is completely false. There's no type of paperwork on that anywhere, but there doesn't have to be. It's just false. I'm telling you it's false. And now your way of deciphering whether I'm telling the truth or not should be, okay, well, where's the paperwork? And
bingo. And that's available.
Right. Well, no, for as far as like a 10-year-old or something, there is none. That's just false.
Oh no, yeah, not on that.
Yeah. So for the case with the adults, yeah, there's paperwork. Go look it up. It's not a big deal. If you haven't seen it yet, that's on you, man. It's like been all over the internet. So
Real.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny too, because when I was looking at all this, to me, where I found myself saying this is a weird, just little area right here, is the fact that Georgia gives the age of consent to a 16-year-old individual, but still considers anything under 18 a minor, right? So you allow people to play with the words. Oh,
Yeah.
he messed with a minor, right? So then that automatically puts me in the, oh snap, what? He messing with little kids? No, you have to read the law and you have to figure out what the law is of that state.
Yeah,
Okay, the individual is not yeah, they might be considered a minor by the law, but the law also allows for them to have consent to do anything. Okay, at the same time, if you mad at Miko and you're not mad at the state of Georgia for their rules, or you not mad at the mother of the individual who decided to go on a business trip and leave her son that has some sort of mental issues just unattended or with someone else, like, why you not mad at them other individuals? Why? Because Miko is the YouTuber.
Right.
You know, if you get in contact with the mother right now, guess what? You're not gonna have as much fun as if you up here on the internet talking mad smack to Miko Worldwide. If you call the Georgia office or the court, guess what? They're not even gonna entertain your phone call. They're gonna hang up on you. So you got nowhere else to go. You might as well just stay here. So you don't want to investigate nothing else. You just want to stay right in this little spot where you could troll, you can have fun. But the reality is that most of y'all, even if there was a child involved, y'all don't care. Y'all acting like y'all care, but y'all don't really care. You know, if y'all really cared, then you'd be really focusing on the paperwork. You'd really be trying to figure out if it's something real.
Right.
Instead, you just rolling with whatever somebody else passes you.
Facts, man. And then that's why I'm gonna continue doing what I'm doing, business wise, is because from a business standpoint, I know I knew it was already dangerous going in different hoods and doing hood vlogs, and every time I do a hood vlog, I got like 20 guns pointed at me, and there's a million reasons. You never know if an op's gonna pull up, and all these things that could happen. So, but one thing that I'm not going to let stop me is false allegations and fake rumors. So I know there's a lot of YouTubers still spreading lies, but for the 1,700 people in this chat, I want you to know that these allegations were false. And at this point, they've been proven false. Now, whether you've followed everything on your own, then it's been proven false. But if you kind of like dipped your head in and out, periodically, you may not know, because lies spread quicker than the truth. Facts. But even the people who like really want to destroy my channel, they're like somewhat fair. They'll say 100 bad things, and at the end of it, they'll be like, well, the paperwork shows he's not a pedo, So it's like, boom, that's all I really gave a fuck about. It's like I care about the other stuff, I do, but the thing that's most important to me, that's going to affect me, that's going to affect when I have kids, that's going to affect my wife. The most important thing is Miko, does he mess around with the little guys? And the answer is no, absolutely not. There's nothing in my brain that even wants to. There's nothing in my brain that looks and be like, oh yeah, no, nothing. And so now that's been proven, as far as there's nothing on paperwork that shows, hey, these guys were making these allegations and it's false. And then you don't have any parents, you don't have anybody making any complaints. The only complaints you're getting is from Michael Hines and his little posse of haters, and it's just there. Even when I was in New York City and I was chilling with the Dominicans, man, they literally, like, it was Michael Hines. He sent a text message and the guy's like, what is this? What is this crap? And
yo, that is funny. I was thinking this the other day. And you got a question, so I'm just gonna throw one at you real quick, and then you can get to whatever question you have right here. But
there's another one.
Yeah, Mike Perez.
Let me see.
Want to do that one real quick?
Oh, okay. Go ahead. No, go ahead with your question.
All right. What I was gonna say, and you just could say no comment if you want to, because I'm just picking, right? But
right.
I'm gonna say allegedly, right? I feel like you do the hood vlog, you drop it, and then you got Hines over there that's just waiting to hear somebody's Instagram.
Right.
To get the Instagram and send them, yo, you did a video with so-and-so. This is what he's doing. This is
exactly.
And because these guys are from the street, that allegation is probably the worst for a street dude. Right. It's to the point where it's a 50-50 chance where the street dude says, all right, hold on, let me look into it.
Right.
But most times they're gonna be like, what? Oh, heck no. Heck, I ain't standing next to that. Right.
And that's what keeps them going.
My question and all that is it fair to say, do you think that Hines is like on that type of time where he's just anybody that he can get that text to, he's gonna send it to them?
I know he's on that type of time. It's not a question in my mind, because I've been there when people have handed me the phone and it was his name on there.
It's like, bro, what are you doing?
Yeah. So it's literally like it's crazy. And the only thing that keeps him going is like when you got people, those people that are like, what? Nah, I can't believe that type of stuff, you know? So for the intelligent people who want to look into it and do their own research, you know, that he doesn't get any fuel off of that, you know? His fuel is off the people who just run with his lies. And it's crazy, man. Like, to me, you know, the only reason I put him on my channel in the first place because he was entertaining, you know? I was like, okay, he would do good in a video.
When I watch you guys,
yeah,
I can see where you would gravitate towards that, because I do something called IRL, which is similar to what you're doing, but yours is considered like the travel community. IRL is the same concept, live, everything. I could go downtown. You know, I just went to Cali, I went to Miami, and I take my subscribers with me, right? So it's the same thing. But
he's never like, I never thought that he was like the most intelligent person or the most like honest person or anything. It was
no, it's really about gravitating to who is going to give you something on camera.
Right. And honestly,
I gravitate towards people that end up, like, for instance, I had a Russian guy.
But I honestly think he's a little developmentally challenged. I want to say
that. You think so?
I think so, bro. I really think he is. For real. I think Michael
This is what happens, bro. Like, you start collaborating with these people because you think they're going to be entertaining to the crowd, and then the entertainment comes, but when the entertainment's gone, if that person feels slighted or they feel like you came off better than they did, or, you know, I'm not doing so well, but here this guy, you know, he doing amazing, why he not taking care of me? Then you start developing, like, you know, feelings and stuff. And
because he was like, hey man, them videos like a crack. Them videos doing well, man. I think you probably owe me I think you probably owe me some money for them videos, man. It's like, bro, I'm not making any money off these videos. And it's the truth. At the time, I wasn't. I had just started YouTube. And
you know how I know you wasn't making money off the videos?
Yeah.
Just my thought process from watching. I could see the excitement in you developing the live.
Right.
I caught you. I believe it's when you guys are right at the bar, you're eating. Y'all having fun chopping it up. And you even said, oh, snap, there's 5 people in here.
Yeah.
You got 1,600 in here now.
Right.
But at the time, you could see the excitement and, oh, snap, look, somebody's actually watching us just sit here and just hang out.
Right.
There's also another one where, you know, you're like, yo, just send $1.
Yeah,
just
facts.
$1. You think okay, I do $2, right? But bruh, when you could just see it in you. Yo, just send $1.
Yeah, it was amazing to me, man.
You're not really you're developing it. It's developing. Right. You don't even know what it is. You don't even know what it is at that moment. Right. You're just going live. You're trying to provide content. You're trying to be entertaining. You're doing what every other YouTube is doing and testing it to see, is this going to click for me? Is it going to work? And good for you that it worked for you.
Right.
You know, and but you started definitely from the bottom. You could tell. Yeah.
But this guy, you know, he was like, yeah, I want money from it. I was like, dude, I'm not making money from it. Yeah, I don't make anything.
Can't give you what I'm not making.
Yeah, because you know how it goes. You know,
hell, you was asking $1 for him. You were saying, send him $1. I'll give you his Cash App. Send him $1.
Yeah,
you know. So it's just like, damn, bro. Like, you know.
and I'm really a good like supportive friend, so I've been told, man. But you know, some people they just turn on you, man. You know, and so we just have to have wisdom. It's good if people have godly wisdom. You know, I just have regular, you know, I just have wisdom, you know, but there was something that told me like, hey, don't mess with them. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I did anyway, because what's the point of having a channel, right? We want people to watch us, we want to get views, we want to get likes, because you could have the greatest program in the world, but if nobody watches, then nobody saw it, you know. So, and if nobody saw it, it didn't really exist, you know. That's just the way of the internet, you know. So you know, it is what it is, man. But go ahead,
Miko. What's your passport looking like, man? Matter of fact, it's not like you got to show me. I got a question. Let's see if you got an answer. How many different places have you traveled to?
I've been to, I'd say, about 25 countries. 25 countries. And the only reason that it hasn't been more is because I went to the same country back a few times, like Dominican Republic. I've been 3 times. I went recently here in some people trying to make up lies that saying it was like fake, like I wasn't really there. No, I was there in 2021. Or when was it? It was just a few months ago. It was just like, what, 4 months ago, right? January, February, March, April, May. Yeah, it was just a few months ago.
You was in DR 4 months ago?
A few months ago. Yeah, I don't know. What was the exact month? Let me look at my channel real quick. I'll tell you the exact time, because I actually posted a live stream, and I don't do too many live streams. So, okay, it says 4 months ago. That's what it says. I posted this one on February 26th. So right around that like February, March period, I was in DR, and I mean, it was fine. They're not stopping me at the airport telling me, oh, you're under investigation. You know, everybody knew I was there. They got mad as shit at Michael Hines.
Took the weekend off that one.
Because Michael Hines was lying to everybody for the past year, telling them Miko's banned. Miko can't come to DR. We wouldn't let him. The Dominicans won't let him. The government won't let him. He did all these heinous crimes, and it was all bullshit. It was all lies. All of it was lies. And so the moment that I stepped foot in DR and posted my first video, man, they got on that dude. You could tell the disappointment in the words. They were like, you promised us he wouldn't come back. You said he wasn't allowed, but he's there live right now. It was so crazy, man. It was so crazy. And what's up with your boy, man? He just had like 15,000 subscribers, and it went back down to like 9. What kind of trickery did he pull this time, man?
I'm gonna say this, man, because again, I'm a transparent person, right? He don't know about it though. He don't know about it. He doesn't know about it. He doesn't understand what's going on right now.
Gotcha.
But I'm gonna explain it to him, because again, I do my homework, bro, and I already found out what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay. He pissed somebody off, just strictly based off and I don't even think it has anything to do with you. It just has to do with when you approach him, the manner in which he tries to talk to you. Right. And the thing is, he's already disrespected somebody that they're going to mess with him every day. So you're going to see his joint go up and down every day. And the point is to demonetize him.
Yeah.
That's what the agenda is going to be. So you heard it here, Mr. Hines, if you're listening. You pissed off the wrong person, bro. And this is what I was telling you the other day. Your approach is off. The message is never going to get nowhere if the delivery is messed up.
Right.
All right. And the way you talk to people and the way you get disrespectful and you giggle and it's a joke to you, but the problem is that it's not a joke to the person on the other end. And the problem is you don't even know who to even look at now, because you just disrespect everybody. Right, so you don't even know who to look at now, but they about to mess with your stuff, bro. You know, and unfortunately, hey, you had it coming, brother. So it is what it is. You might want to figure out who it was that you pissed off, and you may want to apologize to them, bro, because they on you now, bro. Like they heck bent on messing your stuff up.
Facts. And so this is another thing I want to say, is because there's still people in the comments. I guess they're just trolls. I get it. But there's still people in the comments bringing up anything that has to do with kids. And I don't know how, like, Zaya, I don't even know how else to like keep telling people that, like,
You know what it is, bro?
there was no evidence. There was no truth to that. It wasn't true. Like, and I'm allowed to go in any high school. I'm allowed to go in any middle school. I'm allowed to go in any elementary school. I'm allowed to go to Chuck E. Cheese. I'm allowed to go in your mom's bedroom. I'm allowed to go wherever I want. And this is the reason why, is because these were just fake rumors made up from one person and circulated, spread to other people. So my case didn't have anything to do with anybody under the age of consent. And this consent law that like 1090 Jake was lying about, saying, oh, if he was in any other state, he would be this, that, and the other. No, there's only 12 states, maybe 13 if I missed one. So between 11 and 13 states in all 50 states where the age of consent is 18 or above. All the other like 30 something states, the age consent's 16 or 17. That's it. So, and another point, I'm not saying that to make what I did, from a moral thing. It's like, first of all, this app is made for people that's 18 and up. So if you're on there and you're 17, is it Miko that did something wrong, or is it the other person that might have done something wrong? So, because I don't go on apps, I'm not on like YouTube Kids. I'm not like on an app that's like made for kids. Like, it's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a guy who likes to hang out, work out, do my YouTube business, be with my family, and that's it. And it's like I have fun where I have fun with consenting adults. So all these comments of like, oh, kids, oh, he can't go here, y'all are trolling, dude. Like, at this point, we've made it clear that there was nothing to do with kids. Like, it's clear now. Everybody said it. Even 1090 Jake said it. Even what's the other dude? Alonzo said it. As much as they hate me, they still admitted that it didn't have nothing to do with kids. So y'all gotta just like hop off of that. Like just hop off of it. There's no point to keep going on that.
Yeah, I think a lot also falls on that Colombian newspaper.
Yeah.
Because people look at that and they try to say, but oh, look, it's in the newspaper, it must be facts.
Right.
Right. And when they produced that, that's when the speculation was up in the air. Right. So okay, cool, they put it out, that's fine. But now that we have the paperwork, we know what happened, we know what you are now responsible for and what you are living with as far as being convicted of something. Bro, I think it's time that they redact that, they fix that, you know what I mean? Pull it down, or follow up with something new stating, hey, listen, look, this is the new information, this is what happened with it based on so-and-so paperwork or whatever. But that still stands up there, and I feel like people, when they go to look on the internet, that may be something that populates up, and then they look and, oh snap, look, but it's gotta be real. And it's just like, no, but you got to go based off the paperwork, bro. The paperwork is real. That's real. Right. That was just some, and again, I can't confirm, but folks have told me that your boy Hines was emailing to those people as well. So it's just like, bro, like y'all all working off of one story. One person. Right.
The thing is, if he put this much effort in his channel, he'd be so much further.
Yo, he would be popping right now. You know what I'm saying? With all the effort that he's putting in, sitting at home and emailing people, calling people. Imagine if he just picked up, grabbed his camera, and went outside and
went outside. Man, it don't get any better than where he's at, man.
Go outside. You already did. Which leads me to something else. If you don't have nothing, I got another question.
No, you're good.
What is the
deal?
Have a
question waiting, but I don't know. Really? I don't really like. I don't know. This question's kind of.
That's up to you, man. You know, it's up to you.
But go ahead with yours.
All right. What is the deal with Sosua, bro?
Yeah.
Why Sosua? What is your opinion on why Sosua? The reason I say that, there's multiple, and I don't get this part with the travel community, because a bunch of them, they're not traveling nowhere. They're just moving to Sosua and just staying right in there.
Right.
That's not traveling to me. That's where you live at. Okay. Right. At least you got multiple different locations where you're going.
Yeah.
There's videos. Again, I am still researching you. All right. So there's times when you're teaching people how to take a bus from this spot to that spot. Yo, come,
Oh, yeah.
you can come right here. The bus is located right here. It leaves on this time. I'm going to show you a map. It's going to take you to that part. And even when you get to that part, look, you can do this, that, and the third.
Right.
That to me is like a travel. Like you're, you know,
nothing that has to do with anything sexual, nothing that has to do with
nothing.
anything.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out, what is the deal with Sosua? Is it the rent? Is it the hot spot? Is it because that's where the, you know, I should say the booties are at? Like, what's going on? What is it about Sosua that is attractive to everybody?
I would say that it's so the whole island is actually a beautiful place, man. And when it comes to Sosua, you have you know, it's the one place where they've catered to American tourists, or they've catered to just cater to a certain clientele, I'll say. And this clientele, they travel with the purposes of enjoying, you know, whatever they're into. I got to be careful with these words. Whatever they're into, like, you know. So
and
whether
it's
you
also
like men,
cheap, right? It's extremely cheap, because I think I seen a
yeah.
video recently. You was eating 50-cent sandwiches.
Yeah,
You know,
whether you like
so it's
women,
cheap over
whether
there.
you like men, whether you like you know, whatever, like that's a place where people go to fulfill those whatever needs. And
Makes
so
sense now.
yeah, but you can go really here's the thing. That's like it's almost like a cop out in a little. I'll tell you why. Because the whole island, bro, the whole island is beautiful. There's beautiful women on the whole island. And I've had some, like, man, I've spent times like nights with some amazing, beautiful women in, and I say women, because I want to clarify. You know, they're gonna be like, no, women, in the capital, they call it La Capital. You know, and also in Santiago, and so, you know, but you have to stay a little bit longer. You need to actually get into the culture of Dominican Republic. You can spend time with people's families. They'll take you in, they'll feed you, they'll treat you really well if they like you, you know. But in Sosua, it's just a place where the girls come from different parts of the island, and they'll come there, and they go there for business purposes. And so you'll never really experience the true Dominican culture in Sosua. You'll never really experience what it's like. They're like bottom of the barrel women. They're like, you're not gonna really experience, like, they'll be the ones to literally like steal your watch, steal your wallet, use your toothbrush when you're like laying in bed. Like, they'll do whatever. They'll do whatever, you know, because they'll do whatever.
Is it
But it's fun. It's fun. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. So it's fun. I don't want people to think I'm hating on the place. It's just I live there. I live between Santiago and Sosua for many months, at least 3 months straight. And so it was fun. Don't get me wrong. But you
remember what rent was? What was rent out there? You remember?
Yeah, I do. So see, this is part of the experience. When I first went, I didn't know about that. There's actually people that have like condos for sale or for rent. And so I would stay between, like, I was like and when I would go to Sosua, I would stay in the Chico Hotel because I thought it was cheaper. But it was fun because that's where all the chicas go.
Bro, you stayed in one hotel, which was the absolute worst. I was
I
like,
stayed in,
what?
right. But this is where the chicas actually go. Like, after they're done doing their whatever they do, this is where they go. They're like 3 to a bed, and they're all shacking up. It's like $6 a night. Like, but for them, that's the American price. It's like probably $3 or $4 per day, for them. And so, you know, it's like 2 minutes from the beach. But you're on the actual Dominican side. You know, you're not on like the touristy side. And so, but then you realize you can actually stay there. You can live in like a 1-bedroom condo or a studio for, at that time, it was like, I think $450 or $500 per month. And you're right in the touristy area. You're right, you know, you got the beach right there, you know, and that's not too bad, you know. And the same thing when you go to places like Boca Chica on the south side, you know, this is how it is. Local Dominicans, you're living for between $100 and $300 per month. Like, of course, you have rich Dominicans, and their, you know, standard of living is higher. But for the average, you know, 1 to 300. If you're a tourist, you can pay maybe 400 to 800 400 to 800 per month. And so, and of course, there's ranges. You could pay more, you could pay less. But on average, like what I paid when I finally, was like making a few $1,000s a month off of YouTube, I was like, okay, I'm making like $2,000, $3,000. Um, Boom, there's a condo, it's $500 a month. That's where I was staying, and it was
Easy.
fun. It was great,
Yeah.
So yeah, it was in Sosua. Food is, I would say it's like average American price for the people that are like, if it's your first time, second time there, they're gonna just take advantage of you. You're gonna pay American prices. But if like once you know the areas or you have Dominican to take you around, they'll show you could eat for like a few bucks. So
Right.
like yeah, $3-4 a meal.
What's up, man? Well, okay, now the Sosua thing kind of makes a little bit of sense because I was just like, why is it there? Like,
yeah, if it's your first time or second or third time going to the country and you're just going there with one purpose, y'all know what that purpose is, then of course people go to Sosua. If you've been going, like explore the island, like go around, you can get the exact same thing. You don't necessarily have to pay. If you're anything like a decent looking brother, you can go there and you don't even have to pay. Like you just go there and, you know, like when it comes to like Dominican girls, man, if they like you, they're gonna play with you. If they don't, they're just gonna tell you right off the bat, like, get out my
I
face.
seen a video and there was one that was trying to throw it at you, brother. She was trying to give it to you. She was, I love you. I love you.
I've had
like,
women,
damn.
I've had women like jump in my car, man, after partying all day. I've done my thing already twice today. They'll jump in the car, bro, like in the passenger seat. Like, oh, mi amor, you're so beautiful. You don't have to pay nothing. I'm telling you, bro. I'm like,
wow. Are they do you find that those girls are more like unattracted to the camera? Or
yeah, for sure.
Some of the girls that I've seen, bro, they all up in the camera, and I'm like,
yeah,
hey,
it just depends on you
camera
too.
and everything.
Yeah, it depends on your vibe too. But I would say generally Dominican women that are in the Sosua area, they are not camera friendly, and that's why like some of those girls they didn't, because I was
did
there.
notice there was a few in the background giving y'all a hard time and stuff.
Yeah, and I gave them a hard time too. I was like, look, you're here to work, right? I'm here to work too. We're both working. You don't mess my business, I'll try not to mess up yours. That's it. Because these girls are grimy, man. They got dudes like, and one in Canada, he thinks she's they're together. He's sending money. One in the US, he's sending money.
Oh my god, they tricking,
she's just
bro.
back out there doing her thing. And so
that's wow, bro. They tricking, who you think is your wifey is
exactly.
off doing her thing with
one got mad at me, man. She was like, please, baby, I have a guy in Canada. He thinks I'm his husband, and I don't want him to see me out here walking the strip. I was like,
oh, I get it. Okay, I get it now. That's why they're not camera friendly, because they don't want to risk whoever they tricking on to see them. Oh, right. Got it. Okay.
But here's the thing too that I didn't really think about at the time because I was so young, and I kind of just didn't care at the time. Is like you have guys over there who are doing the exact same thing, are similar, where they have like wives back in the States and they don't want to be seen on camera. But I was like, I don't know, dude. My job is YouTube. My job isn't to protect you and your infidelities. Like my job is just YouTube. So I just kind of still did my thing. Now looking back on it, I'd probably do the same thing, but it's just kind of like I probably would, still be a little more cautious about it. But like if your business and my business is separate. If I'm trying to grow my channel and you're trying to, cheat on your wife, where's my priority at? Well, you're not putting money in my pocket, so let me grow my channel, So that's kind of how my mindset was.
And you've at least from the times that I've watched, you've at least been respectful that when they don't want to be on camera, you don't really put them on camera. You kind of like, okay, let's keep it moving, and you just get up out of there. There's some individuals like in the community that I am, which is IRL, in real life, same concept as what you're doing walking around, that they purposely get in people's face and get in people's business, and they're trying to get the person to react to them. I'm not really that type of person, maybe just because I'm older. I'm more so like, I believe that if I walk with the camera, I am skilled enough to talk to the people until I find someone that's attracted to the camera. And the people that are attracted to the camera will come forward. You know what I mean? They'll show their interest in the camera, but there's some people that are just not interested in this. And I don't want to bother those people. I just keep it moving.
That's true, man. That's true. I feel the same. You know, I want people to know before it's about 8 o'clock. So we're gonna slowly kind of transition to Zaya's channel. But
Sure.
I just want to let y'all know, like, and that's when y'all can there was one question. I forget the guy that asked it, but I'm gonna answer it on Zaya's channel. I'm not gonna answer it on my live.
And I believe someone in there said, "Oh, ask the real questions." Well, you know, take the initiative. How about you ask the question that's on your mind?
Facts.
Because I'm asking the questions that are on my mind, right? This is what happens when you read the paperwork. Like that part of it is not as juicy no more. I already read the paperwork. Okay, I'm good. Now I want to know about some of these other things that, you know, like I was interested in knowing. So if you want real questions to get asked, take the initiative and ask them. Now, if you don't want to spend the $10, then cool. You just gotta, you know, you just gotta sit back and relax and enjoy the show, because you're not willing to pay to move this in a direction. Facts. You know, so it is what it is, man.
And so I'm gonna real quick put the link. I know we had a few people that try to join, but I didn't really want, you know, to kind of, let me see. Yeah, my brain's not even gonna work that quick. Is there any way for that you can see where you can actually add the link?
Yep, I'll do all that right now.
Okay,
just give me 2 seconds and I'll start working on that.
Okay. So while he's doing that, guys, I want you to know, man, just don't believe like the lies and stuff out there. You know, I'm still gonna whenever somebody's like, "Oh, Miko's banned here, Miko's banned there," Miko's not banned anywhere. Maybe that person, like, maybe it's better I don't go to that person's block in that, you know, whatever city, but that's like one block out of all. That's one block out the whole city, so I can go wherever I want. And you know, I'll definitely be going back to Dominican Republic. I'll definitely be going back to New York very soon. I'm just not scared, man. I don't know. Like, I'm not saying I'm not scared, you know, because sometimes I am. I have to be honest with you, you know. But it's just I didn't grow up in the way where I have to be like always looking over my shoulder and stuff. So I kind of move, you know, a certain way. That's you know, that's just how I move, man. So I will always just be me. Y'all know what I drive. Everybody knows what I drive. You know what I'm saying? I'm not changing it. I'm not even changing the color. I'm not getting it wrapped. You know, just, you know, I'm just gonna be me. And you know, there was one guy that made a video. He was like he's like putting the camera on the back of a yellow vet, and it wasn't even my vet. And he's like, "Yeah, you know,
I seen that."
He's like, "You're not welcome back here. You a bitch. You're not welcome back, bro." Like, that's 90% of y'all. Like, you won't even come up to the vet to actually disrespect me in my face. Like, tell me in my face. If you don't like me, tell me in my face. You know, please. You know, and then I will be honest with you. I am like at a point though, kind of where I'm, you know, I'm keeping my cool. Everything's good. But it is probably at the time where, like, I don't know, if an old lady like says something crazy to me, I don't know, I might cuss her out. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Usually I'll just like walk away, but I don't know. Like it, whatever level of aggressiveness you have to me, I'm definitely gonna probably up it one, even though I should like de-escalate it. You know, but maybe a week from now, you know, that's me today. Probably a week from now, I'll probably just walk away from you. You know, so you don't know. We don't know. But if you definitely come at me with any type of like threats of violence to my life or anything, I'll definitely, you know, protect myself if, you know, if it comes to that. So, you know, but I do appreciate everybody.
Yeah, that's what anybody too. That's what anybody. Yeah. Anybody defend themselves. Like,
facts.
You know, at the end of the day, you're a man, bro. You know,
right?
No matter what nobody thinks about you, you're a man. You're gonna protect yourself. You're not just gonna sit there. And not to try to promote it at all, but I seen a joint where you was in the gym. You look like you know what you're doing, bro.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to brag or anything, and I'm a little bit out of shape, but hey, if you know how to punch, you know how to punch. If you don't, you don't. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely most fights don't last like several minutes and stuff. So so you know, I'm definitely not concerned with any like threats of like physical violence or anything like that. Like, we can get to it, you know. But in terms of like guns and stuff, I don't know. That's kind of you know, I don't really want to get into it, man. So, but I will say, you know, I do appreciate everybody who supports the channel. And we got 1,500 people in here. We're going to transition over in just a second. So that's what
I already got it set up, but I'm not a mod in your chat, so it's not going to allow me to put it in the chat, but I put it in the back. All you got to do is copy and just drop it in there, and it'll lead right over.
Okay, cool. Let me see if I can copy. Somebody's said somebody's in the back. They said, "Hey, Miko." I might add them in just to see what happens.
Oh yeah, what do you want to do, man?
I don't know what's gonna. They might be like, "F you, F you, F you, F you," try to get me demonetized. I don't know, but we're gonna see. I'm gonna add you in just a second. Hold on. Let me add this thing. All right, but hopefully everybody's enjoying their day, man, for sure. I'm gonna put this. All right, so I've just posted the link. If you want to hop in here for a quick second, I've just posted the link. See, here come the fake comments. Somebody like, "Oh, you a gangster now?" No, you don't have to be a gangster to defend yourself, man. You don't have to be a gangster to defend yourself. You just got to be a man to defend yourself, or a woman. You know, if any woman tries to defend herself, any man tries to defend himself, you know, that's ain't nothing wrong with that. Y'all put such a pedestal on these gangsters, y'all gonna end up either dead or in jail or in prison. Like that's not always the move, man. So people trying to make it out the hood, y'all really put gangsters on a pedestal, man. All right, so I just posted the link. I'm trying to pin it. Go to channel. Oh no, that's going to yours. Okay, got it. All right. So this is what we'll do. I'm posting. How can I post? Yeah, I'm posting the link to where we are gonna go in just a few minutes. But where should I post it? Just in the
you can throw it right in the chat. And then at the very worst, if you throw it in the chat, you could pin it to the top of the chat by clicking the little three.
I tried to pin it, the 3 dots, but now it's only saying go to channel or remove. So for some reason, it won't let me pin it. So it's probably just user error. I'm gonna try to do it on my phone real quick. Damn, it's a lot of comments, man. It's a lot of comments. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
You got a lot of people in there, man.
Because I'm posting it. I'm posting it, and I'm not even seeing where I'm posting it. Like
now, I'm gonna give y'all the heads up. Miko has been very nice to a lot of y'all that I've been seeing in the chat.
Right.
I'm not the one though. I'm gonna let you know. Miko's the nice version of whatever y'all want to say we are. I'm not the nice version.
And let me say this to piggyback on that. Like somebody just put in the chat, Miko's a cop in training turned hood blogger, aka undercover cop. Like you're out of here. Like show me the proof that I've ever been a cop. I've never been a cop in my life. I've never been a police officer, never been a cop, never been a federal agent, not an undercover cop. I don't work with them, none of that. So it's just like that's crazy to me. I get where you're coming from with saying like, oh, he might have had some, you know, he has a criminal justice degree, which I'm very proud of, and I'm glad I have that. And oh, he worked in a related field back for 1 year while he was a 21-year-old, and then since then he's never worked in the field again. Like, okay, if you want to say that, fair enough. So, but don't pin it as like I'm currently working with anybody or doing anything like that. Like it's some bullshit. Who's Randy SoCal? I don't know who that is. Hey Miko, let's add somebody to the stream real quick. Let me see. Yo.
Hey Miko.
What's going on? Who do you have on the who do we have right now? What's your name?
Priscilla.
Priscilla, what's going on? Talk to us.
So
can you show your face?
Well, no, I really look toward back right now, but I just wanted to ask you a quick question if it's okay.
Yeah, just make sure it's like don't just try not to use cuss words, just make sure it's appropriate. We're trying to stay monetized.
Right.
Wait, before you ask, are you pro Miko, anti Miko, or are you neutral?
I'm
be honest.
I'm neutral because I understand there's no you know, every state has different laws, and I understand what position that you were in because you were on an app and things like that. So, but that happened when you were 27 years old. So my question is, in retrospect now, when pretty sure that now you'll be careful and handle things differently. But in retrospect, now that you're a little bit older, do you look back and would it be okay with somebody that's 17 who you are today? I think I understand that you didn't know that person's real age at the time. That's what I gather. But I'm wondering now, even though by law it's okay at 17 to consent in Georgia, how do you view that age range now?
I think he might have dropped out. Just give him a quick second.
Okay.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Okay, sorry, I had some technical difficulties. All right, so just to answer your question, it was never my intent to ever do anything, even with like a 17-year-old, even though the age of consent is 16, like you're saying. But when you're on an app first with somebody that's 18 and up, are made for people that are 18 and up, well, it's hard because you're putting all the adults in a predicament where you're lying to everybody, and
Right.
so. It's not that I thought it was okay then or now, but it's just,
Right. You had no knowledge of the true age, and that's understandable. That's what I've gathered throughout this whole everybody investigating your paperwork.
Right. So, and I can appreciate your question. I'm trying to figure out how to get my camera back on. Hold on real quick. Oh, there it is. All right. I appreciate your question. And but what's even a bigger deal is that at least people now know the truth, that there was nothing that had to do ever with any like small child. So that's what was really kind of weighing on me, that people thought like, wow, Miko did this, or and it was all just stemmed from like fake stuff from this Hines guy. So
yeah, it was also just a misinterpretation of that initial report
Correct.
that came out on the news, and then a misinterpretation of the reading. So,
Correct.
All right. Well, that was it. I was just curious about that, because some people have the mentality of if the age of consent is 16, then it's okay, and while other people still view that as not okay. And I was just wondering where you stood on that. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye bye.
Okay. Let's see. We got Randy SoCal. Let's see this. All right, so I'm just gonna take these two more, and then that's it, and then we'll hop right over. All right, Randy SoCal, you're in here. What's going on?
Yeah, you gotta live your truth, man, because I believe that you're
Wait. What are you talking about?
I believe that you're bisexual and you're hiding it. You just need to come out the closet. This is 2022. You're acting like you're straight and stuff, and you're not straight. You slept with a 16-year-old boy. That's not straight. Straight.
Wait, you said I messed with a 16-year-old boy? Is that what you're saying?
I seen your paperwork.
All right, you're lying. Bro. You're out of here. You're lying.
California, the Jordan Down Project.
Bro, please go reread the paperwork, bro.
The truth hurts, man. I'm out, homie.
Yeah, you're out. You're definitely out. You're definitely muted right now. So you're definitely muted, and now you're out. So
and that's the reason why you even have to have the. This is why, to me, you gotta pay, bro. Right? Because look, somebody else might have taken that opportunity, like Shorty that came in before that, respectful. Right. She had a question, she got it answered, and she dipped, right? But then you got somebody like that just ruins it for everybody.
Right.
Listen, Miko, nice to y'all, bro. That ain't gonna happen on my joint. I'm just giving you the heads up.
But this is the craziest thing. Like, where are these people getting these ages from, bro? Like that. It's almost like at this point the paperwork's out there, dude. Like where are you? Why are you making up fucking lie? Why are you making up lies? Like at this point the paperwork's out there. So by you saying 16. Like, go reread the paperwork, dude. Like, it was never 16. Like, that's crazy. Because I've heard everything from 8 to 10 to 12. There was 10 8-year-olds. There was 3 10-year-olds. There was.
Bro, listen, you know how they did me, bro? They did me down all the way down to the dude that used to do my merch. He had a daughter at the time that he was doing my merch, and I think she was like 2 years old. And they were talking about that I'm fantasizing about the 2-year-old, and I'm like, what?
This shit's crazy, man.
It's crazy, man. But
But this is my thing right. Oh, I'm glad that didn't show on there. But this is my thing right now. Is like he literally is saying he's going off of paperwork. Like he's literally saying, "Hey man, I read the paperwork. The paper is out there. It was 16." What paperwork?
Paperwork, bruh.
What paperwork did you read?
You either deliberately lying or somebody, they jerked you, bro. They gave you something, they sent you off to do their work, and you up here doing it. You up here wasting time, you up here wasting questions, you up here with accusations. And the thing is that either you deliberately made that up, right, or you got done by someone else. There's real paperwork, bro, that you can access through real court systems.
Facts. Let me see what Cito got going on real quick. Cito, what's going on? Yo, Cito, can you put your face on camera, please?
Cito, what's going on? Yeah, what's good, Miko? How you?
I'm doing well, my brother. Can you show your face, please?
What up, bro?
Can you just show your face so people can see you?
Oh, yeah. What's up, bro? Hold on. What up, bro?
What's good? What's good, man?
Oh, yeah. What up, bro? How you?
I'm good, man. Talk to us. What's going on?
My fault, bro. Yeah. Yeah, so what's up with you, bro? How you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm good, man. Talk to us. We want to hear from you. We want to hear from you. What's up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't even know what to really ask if you're going to answer anything, but, I mean, so you go both ways, if anything, keep it 100. Like, everybody want to know. I don't know, man. Like, the streets is talking, man. You viral everywhere, man. Everybody want to know anything. Like,
what my issue is that people are so obsessed with, oh my God, is he gay? Is he bisexual? Is he straight? And like, dude, that wasn't even my. So first of all, that's a personal question that, bro, I don't owe nobody to answer to. And second, my main concern is that you guys know that there was no small children in any case that I've ever had in my life. That's the main thing I think the streets got to be concerned about. Can you hear me? That's the main thing. The main thing. Now, if you guys
100%,
Now, if you guys meet me in real life, and you want to find out, like my preference, like yeah, trust me, you will. But in terms of if I like small children, that's what I think the street should be concerned about. And the answer to that is no. And the paperwork shows that the answer to that is no. And even people like 1090 Jake and Alonzo from Street TV, whatever, they all said, even though they hated to admit it, but even they said no. We don't have any proof. We don't have any evidence that this guy is actually guilty of these fake allegations. So, oh, looky, look who's in the background. It's Alex Alonso.
So you're not a Chester, pretty much. At the end of the day, you're saying you're not a Chester.
Hold on, just
you don't
be
like
careful with the right. Correct.
You're keeping it real.
Yeah, I'm keeping it real for sure. But it's not only because look, anybody can say whatever they want to say, right? So what I'm saying is not only it's not just my word, it's that there's no.
And Mayor Sosua is just running your name through the dirt, pretty much, and everything he's saying is, and everything Mayor Sosa is saying is, and he's lying, right?
I would say 95% of it. Yep, 95% of it. Yeah. There was a point where he took a, something from my attorney and tried to talk about it. So that's fine. If you take anything from the actual case, from the actual real case that had to do with 3 adults, that had to do with 3 people over the age of consent, I'm okay with that. But now if you just want to talk about like fake allegations, like the other stuff, yeah, it was just all made up. So he has no proof. He has no paperwork. He has nobody that made any complaints. He has no parents that said, hey, Miko did this. He had no type of children that said, hey, Miko did this. Like, it was all made up. So, like, and it's so sad, bro, because when you see me, like, walking down the street you know, that might be in the back of people's mind now because of him. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he did this or he did that, you know, or is it possible? And that's really the sad part about it. But the truth is that, man, there was never any paperwork on Miko. There was never any truth about Miko or anything like that. Like, there was no truth to it, you know, like Gwinnett County, like the courts, nobody actually accused me of that. So the truth versus the accusations are very far apart from each other.
I think you need to meet up face to face with Mayor Sosa. You know what I'm saying? And like, you need to handle that with homeboy, because like he just running his mouth and like, I don't know. I just bet you definitely need to handle it with Mayor Sosa out of all people.
Yeah, I just can't. I agree with you 100%. There's certain situations where I can actually talk about it. This is one situation that's extremely critical for me not to discuss it publicly or actually with anybody, even privately. So, you know, I just think, you know, but I do agree with you. And, you know, time will tell.
Right. Hey, nice to meet you, man. You cool as shit, though, other than that weird shit that everybody talking about. You know what I mean? But just keep it real, man. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, there's only so much you can do, Miko. You know what I mean? Like, you can't, you know what I mean? Whatever happens in the dark comes to light. So you're going to have to, you know what I mean, face the facts. And if it's true, it's true. You know what I mean? If you like men, you like men. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't mess with kids, you ain't mess with kids. Just, you know what I mean?
I've never
closet and then ends up coming out that Miko really is, you know what I'm saying, the Chester, and that he mess with little kids and all that, because that shit'll get ugly. You know what I mean? But if that ain't you, that ain't you, man. But nice to meet you, brother. I just wanted to ask you a couple of questions, and that's it, man. But take care of that with Sosua, man. That motherfucker run his mouth all day about you. That motherfucker's obsessed with you.
Yeah, he is. He is, man. I gave that dude life, man. Hey, I appreciate you, brother. All right.
Take care of yourself, brother.
All right, you too. All right, cool. So we got there was one other person, Ball Out James 510, but look, so it now says device not connected, and so y'all know who I had said those were the last three that we were gonna take. So now we're gonna switch over to Zaya's platform, EaseTheCrave. I see you, Alonzo, in the background, and I sent you my number. You didn't call me. You didn't even text me. What you did was you waited till you had a live stream, till it was convenient for you weeks later, and you say, "Oh, look, he's not answering. He's not answering." You made a joke about it, dude. If you used to do street vlogs, it's so sad, bro. If you used to do street vlogs, man, I didn't even know you did street vlogs. If you want your kudos for that, well, like, here's your credit, man. Thank you. I'm glad you did street vlogs. That's what I do now, you know, and I'm happy to do it. I enjoy it. You know, it would have been nicer as an older brother and as somebody who has a family, who has kids, and now you see the whole kid thing is false, that, bro, you could have came to me as like a mentor. It's like somebody, you know, like, oh, man, you know, just be careful, do this, do it this way, be careful, because I respect my elders, I respect people, you know, and it's just like, it's so sad, bro, that as an older black gentleman, because I came, you know, my mom's black, dude, like, as people, like, we need to really support each other instead of like hating on each other. And it's so sad. Like, all you do, your main objective at this point is to just stop me from making hood vlogs, get me out the hood, hate on me. You know what I'm saying? And I just hope that, you know, I don't wish bad on nobody, but if somebody could do just a little bit of this to maybe one of your kids, because I got parents, bro. So maybe somebody could do this to somebody in your family where you could just experience what I'm going through or what my family's going through. Maybe that would be good for you, you know, so that you could turn around and be like, damn, you know, maybe I shouldn't have done that to that guy, you know. So I don't wish no bad on you or anybody in your family, but I do wish that you could, you know, really experience what I'm going through. But thank God I have tough skin, and thank God I do have people of all races, black, white, and everything, that do support me, you know, on the front end, back end, they support me and they tell me keep going, don't worry about the haters. And so, you know, that's it, man. So, all right, right now, guys, we're gonna switch over to Zaya's profile. EaseTheCrave. Is that good with you, brother?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm gonna just leave the. Let me see. I'm gonna make sure I just leave the link again. Let me see. Let me just get back in it. Hey, guys, and if you don't get the link, which I'm posting right now in the chat, all you have to do, just click on it. If not, all you have to do is just type EaseTheCrave, EaseTheCrave, and we're gonna go live right now, right? You don't need a break or anything. You good?
No, I got it already set up. We can just continue the conversation over there, and we're good to go.
All right, cool, guys. So at this point in time, we have over 1,500 people in the chat. Thank you. I'm grateful for y'all. I appreciate it. Oh man, we got Steven in the back, bro. I can't end without like this dude. He's just been like he knows me. Like, man, he was there when I had my Sosua event. When he was there when I was like feeding the kids. Like he was there in my personal room, like with Mayor too. Like everybody after the event where we were just like talking about it and how things went. And then later Mayor came back and said, "Oh, he did a terrible." And Steven was like, "Well, I was happy." And he don't let him talk for himself.
Please. Yeah. I'm not in a rush. We good.
Steven, what's going on, my brother? You on the chat, man? How are you?
Hey, Miko, man, I'm seeing you doing all these hood vlogs, man. Just be careful out there.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I will, man.
I was trying to run into you when you was in Houston. I was in Houston when you were in Houston.
Wow.
But I wasn't in New York when you came here, and I'm still living in Brooklyn.
Okay, bet. Dang.
But it's crazy that Michael Hines and you are going through this stuff. I remember meeting you, in the very beginning when you and him were friends, and I remember how he was kind of pissed off with you at the food drive because you were calling the shots, but he wanted to call the shots. Right. And I think he even got pissed off because he didn't get some of the money from the food drive. So there might have been a little bit of animosity. There might have been a little jealousy between him and you on his behalf. I've seen him a few times since I've gone down there. I've been going there for 10 years. I was there twice this year. I didn't see him, but I saw him last year. And I'm usually cordial with him, but he seems to be a different type of human being now.
Wow. How would you describe him now?
Well, it looked like he's trying to get into other ventures.
Yeah.
I think he was trying to get into an ATM type of adventure. He was going to try to bring ATMs or money, not money laundering. What you call it? Cash checking, whatever you call those things, like the Caribbean Express.
Yeah.
I think he was trying to.
I remember last time he was trying to like scam people out of cryptocurrency money. So I don't know what he's got going on now. I don't know, man.
I really haven't had a chance to get into any deep conversations with him. He was also selling. I don't know if he was selling houses or renting houses, but I told him that I would like to move down there, not permanently, but for a few months, and try to pick up some Spanish, and because I have a lot of friends still down there, and a lot of restaurant owners that I still like to frequent, but. My thing now is going down there and hanging out in Puerto Plata because it has got tired of doing the same thing. And you know what goes on down there. Yeah, guys from America, guys from all over the world run down there to chase young girls. That's the bottom line. Everybody's a simp because everybody's paying money. And sometime in your life you'll get tired of that nonsense and try to either get a regular girlfriend down there that you're one-on-one with, but you got to live down there. If you're not living down there, don't even try to get a girlfriend.
Right.
Because so many people are being abused and used. Like you said, guys are sending money from America like crazy to those girls that got boyfriends.
That's true. That's true.
And you know what, Miko? The funny thing is, all those girls bring their boyfriends along with them. The moto concho drivers are their boyfriends, and they'll take them to and from. And if the girls will tell you that's my cousin and all kind of nonsense like that.
Right.
And then what's even more stupid of these American guys is these guys are actually letting guys find girls for them.
Right.
How can you go down to a place where girls are everywhere and have somebody find a girl for you? These guys are it's crazy down there, Miko. But we still go because of the excitement, But hell, you spend a lot of time in the capital. You don't come to North Coast no more.
It was that was another one of the false allegations, man, is that oh, they ran Miko out of Sosua. No, what happened was my channel became stagnant at 10,000 subscribers, and I did the food drive giveaway where I, the 250 hot plates of food for everybody and stuff. And after that, the goal, because I kind of move, even though I do what I want, I'm kind of calculated. So after that, I said I was gonna go to the Capitol, and immediately, like, my channel doubled in subscriber count. And so, my goal is, of course, like anybody with a channel, is to grow their channel. So I was just there doing the best thing, for helping the business. And so it's just it almost doesn't stop with me, man. It's like one rumor after the other, one fake stuff after the other. And I think the best thing after these 2 live streams with me and EaseTheCrave or Isaiah is to just ignore everything. Because there was even an article, man, where they literally posted my face
with the guns.
With the guns, there was like 300 guns, people arrested, and they literally edited my face in there. Like I was on the news, like I had something to do with it, and I had absolutely nothing to do with it. And you'll have guys like Alonzo who will feed off that stuff, and he'll be like, I'm not gonna speak for him, but he'll definitely insinuate. He will definitely insinuate as if I had something to do with it, just like he insinuated that I was working with law enforcement, but I never have, so I never have for the life of this channel. I've never had anything to do with law enforcement, and I don't intend to, and they've never asked me, they never even questioned me, about my channel ever. So as much as people try to hate on me and make stuff up and make up lies, I just do me. I just like my objective is I just want to be a videographer. I want to go record when people pay me to record. I want to go home and enjoy my life. That's it. I want to go record and I just, this is business for me, and that's that. I have fun with it. I enjoy it. It doesn't seem like work because it's fun, but that's all I want to do, man. No ill will, no bad intentions. You met me, I'm genuine. So I don't know. Would you say that I'm genuine?
I really got to know you when you were sitting in Bailey's editing those videos. Remember that day?
Man,
we were in Bailey's about 7-8 hours.
Yes, I remember that. Yeah, man.
I got to. I'm a pretty good judge of character, and I thought you was a pretty good dude, man. Yeah. There's a lot of guys that's going to hate you because they just going to hate you. Matter of fact, I have caught flack because people have saw me on a couple of your live videos when me, you, and that one guy was down at the Plan B eating, and they had a live band or something.
Oh yeah.
And then after your incident happened, I was back in Sosua, and guys approached me like, "Oh, you support that fucking, excuse me, you support that Miko, you support that Miko, you support that Miko." They came at me and stuff in Sosua.
Right. Yeah.
Crazy. But just don't put your hands on me. You can talk all the nonsense you want, but just don't put your hands on me. My question to you though, Miko, is why don't you try one more time that food drive? Because that was a huge success. And I haven't seen anything like that except for Mike Willis's Christmas in October.
Yeah. There's really been nothing like it. And I spent a lot of time and effort. And it's just people try to make up so many lies about it, man, that, it was just like really disheartening, So when I say that nobody can affect my mentality or my mindset or my that I'm like my mindset is bulletproof, that's when it comes to like the hood vlogs, because I'm not going to stop when I want to. But when it comes to like community service work, that's something that really at that point like God had put on my heart. Just because I may like enjoy doing this or that or having fun or partying doesn't mean that there's not a God, and doesn't mean that God doesn't put stuff on our hearts. So at that point, God, Allah, whatever you believe in, a God had put on my heart to do that community service work and that drive, and it was 100% good intentions. And so I don't know. It's just I've had some of those feelings like doing it again, but it can't be me, man. It has to come from the man above, So because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, man, for sure. So everybody,
sponsor it, Miko? You couldn't sponsor it and then have some guys underneath of you that pull it off?
At this point, I could. At this point, I could do it. I wouldn't need to even take any donations or, God is good. God's been blessing me. So at this point, we're in a better position to do it. to like hire people. I know one thing that a lot of celebrities do is they you know, a lot of celebrities, they just literally will have other people do the footwork, and then they just attach their name on it because they paid for everything. Which, you know, part of it is cool because, of course, as a, you know, if you're famous, like, you probably have a lot of stuff going on. Even if you're not famous and you have a job, you got a lot of stuff going on. So, but I like to be a little bit hands-on is what I'm getting at, you know? So I like to kind of be in the mix and make sure things are going well and really be supportive of everybody and stuff. So, you know, I'm not going to say it can never happen again. You know, we'll just have to wait and see, you know?
But that was one of the best things that ever happened on that beach. And now they're getting ready to transform the beach because the new president is changing the whole parameter of the beach now.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah. They're going to put up, I think, high rises and new what you call those things, those new places where they eat at and stuff. And half the people that are there might get taken off and stuff.
Yeah.
It's going to change. Yeah. Half the vendors. Yeah.
We'll just have to see you, man. Hey, Steven, we were actually just I really appreciate you joining the live stream. We're actually transitioning over to Zaya's channel, EaseTheCrave. So we're gonna go over there now. And you know, I really appreciate your words and advice, and we're just gonna keep it going, man. All right.
You just keep the good content and keep the subscribers going up, man.
All right, for sure. Thank you, brother.
God bless you, man. God bless you.
God bless you. All right. So, all right, this is what we're gonna do. Zaya, I got something big to say. All right. But I'm not gonna say it here. I'm gonna say it on your channel.
Nice.
All right? And I think people are really gonna want to hear this. So guys, everybody right now, let's move over to Zaya's platform, EaseTheCrave. We're gonna go over there right now. All right. Thank you, everybody that's in the chat. Let's slide right over. Cool. All right, let me see. Well, it would be helpful. It would be nice if I knew how to end it.
So I believe up in that corner where that live button was, it'll be the end right there. What I'll do is I'll just back out. As soon as you end it, you could close out, and then I'll just start up mine, and those people would just transition over. In mine, it's the same way you've always gotten in. The link is at the top.
Okay. Look, you got this guy in the background just shaking his head, Alonzo. He's so mad. He's gonna shake his head off his neck if he keeps shaking it. Hey, we're out of here, man. Y'all hit the like button, man. I love y'all, all my supporters, man. Transition over right now. Big announcement on EaseTheCrave site. Let's go.